I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact, focused on personal growth, my creative healing course is filled with hours of exclusive content. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And today we're going to be talking about I would have never abandoned my ex. Well, Margaret, many people that I talk to feel so strongly about their ex or the person that they were dating. They feel like I would never have walked away from what we had. I don't understand how they could have done this. It's just unreal to me that they ever could have left this situation. And I felt like that too in some of my breakups.
Right.
And when it happens, it's shocking, right? Because you're just like, I thought this person was so crazy about me.
We were so close.
And now all of a sudden they're walking away and I don't even understand these reasons. That's the thing, is like a lot of times we look at the reasons and they're like, I don't understand this.
Right.
Well, that's one of the things that Margaret and I do on the calls as we listen to the story and we try and figure out the deeper meaning and the deeper issues that were going on there,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Because we deal with this day in and day out. So it's totally understand why it's so confusing to you, because quite frankly, I know what it's like to be in that situation. You just feel like you're lost in a fog, right? So it's normal to feel like, I wouldn't have done this to them. Why are they doing this to me? How could they do this? Yeah.
How could they do this to me?
And I got a email coaching today that I wanted to share that I thought was an interesting story. So let me get into it. They said, Craig, first off, I want to thank you and Margaret for all your videos. I've been watching these nonstop, day in and day out, even when I sleep.
God love him.
And I always forget to mention the playlist. I have a playlist called Listen While You Sleep, and many people find it very relaxing and soothing to just put it on before you go to bed, listen to us, and that way if you wake up in the middle of the night, you feel calm. I hear it all the time.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, so if it works for you, try it.
Wonderful.
They said, I found you last summer when my then girlfriend ended things with me. After 3 months of no contact, we got back together and things have been going great the past 11 months. So
Right.
he was a success story last year.
Yeah.
He came to us, did some work, and sounds like the relationship was going good for a long
Right.
time here.
They got back.
Okay? He said, we still had some small issues, mainly in the bedroom where it came to syncing up when we were in the mood. However, we were working on it and it was getting better.
Oh, yeah.
All right? So far it sounds okay, right? So what's going on here? Anyways, my girlfriend broke up with me last Sunday. It came out of nowhere. We're in our mid-20s and she's just a little bit younger than me. We've dated the last 11 months and before that for 6 months before ending things last summer. She ended things the first time due to not seeing a future with me. This is where I first discovered your videos. This time around, it's the same story. Can't see a future. She has decided to move out of state in the spring with her friends 6 months from now. I feel like I handled the breakup well, telling her that it hurts and breaks my heart, but if that's what she needs to do, I support her. She suffers from anxiety and abandonment issues from her childhood. Her parents divorced when she was unable to see her mother.
Oh, that's terrible.
She ended up having the typical horrible stepmothers and avoidant father. I myself have an anxious attachment style. She has been trying to get out from her dad and stepmom's house for a long time, and we had talks about moving in together next year. The fact that she cannot see a future with me is what's troubling me. My question for you is, should I continue no contact? When we broke up, she asked if we could still talk, and I told her as much as I want to, it wouldn't be fair because I want more than talking. I want to be with her.
Good.
She looked very upset when I told her this. I have begun working out every day, getting sun, and trying to force myself to eat. At times, I feel like I'm not really alive.
Oh.
I feel like a ghost floating through the world. I feel alone, and I know that I can get through this. However, all I can think about is my ex and if she will reach out. I truly love this girl with all my heart and would never have abandoned her. To me, I thought I had found the one, as she told me I was hers. All I want is to ensure no contact is the best for this situation.
Can we think out loud a minute about, I don't see a future with you?
Yeah.
What are they thinking?
Well, I think in this case, she's thinking, I think she's struggling with anxiety and depression.
Well, obviously she had a rough time.
And she's wanting to get away from those parents, the mother or the stepmother and the father. And so she's fantasizing about going and living this adventure with her friends in another state. That's what I think she's thinking about. That she's young, she wants to kind of go off, live this adventure, and see what it's like to be young and free and free of the father, free of the stepmother, and just kind of explore life. That's where I feel like this is at.
That makes perfect sense. But it's a phrase we hear often. And I think about what exactly, I mean, do people mean that they try to think of milestones in their lives with this person? What would Christmas be like every Christmas with this person, with this potential partner? What would it be like to have children with this potential partner? Do people think concrete things like that when they come back with, I don't see a future with you?
It's a tough thing to navigate, right? Because it could mean different things for different people. But in this situation, it feels like, I want to be free and young and go off and explore.
I agree.
And to me, the thing was like, because she knows she's moving 6 months from now, she's kind of like, I don't want to continue this when I know eventually I'm going to end it. That's what I've felt.
Right, and I get an avoidant feel for her, particularly because most of the avoidants will try very desperately to keep in contact. So it's like, I don't want to be this close to you, I can't handle it, but I certainly don't want to lose you, so can't we continue on some terms or other?
Yeah.
But I agree with you. She wants to be free and experience life, and it sounds like she's been smothered for eons.
Yeah, she's been in that home, and so she's kind of like wanting to spread her wings here.
Yeah.
And I think that's, the challenge is that I think she has to do this.
Yeah.
And that if he tries to hold her back in any way, it's just going to blow up in his face.
Right, because if she hasn't had a chance to be free, she's not going to be ready to commit, would be my feeling. But I like the way he handled it and says if that's what she needs to do, he'll support her.
And I think that's because he had gone through the first breakup last year, so he knew, I have to leave this girl alone. And he said, I don't want to be friends, and that's exactly what I would have done here. Is I'm not going to be friends with you. If you don't want to be, romantic with me, then, I don't want to just be platonic.
This isn't going to work.
Yeah. So I think in this situation, he's got to let her think about it and kind of figure out what she wants to do. And, I also think that the trip out of state is a fantasy as well.
Could be.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that she won't enjoy herself or, that might not be good for her to get away from the dad and the stepmom. But it's the idea of what it will be like more than it actually really is. Does that make sense?
Yes,
right?
and I'd love to know where her mother lives.
We don't know.
The mother that she was kept from. I wouldn't be surprised if it was somewhere in the vicinity of where she's going to move. I just wish she had said more about that.
Yeah. But, this is a tough situation because I don't think he, as far as we can tell, he didn't do anything wrong.
No, he sounds like a nice guy.
He sounds like he was trying to make the relationship healthy
Absolutely.
and worked on himself after the first breakup. And I think it's more about where she's at and what she's going through than anything.
But he's so broken up about it. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
And he didn't strike out in anger or anything like that. He was willing to try and support her.
Yeah. So let her figure out what she needs to do. And if you're available in the future, then you try and work it out with her. But also be careful because you know, this is the second time she's done this and her reasons aren't very concrete.
No.
Right? They're kind of like,
not concrete at all.
She's not saying it's because, of this and that and the other, and they're, reasonable reasons. It's like, just, I don't see a future with you.
And she may have no idea she's avoidant. Many, many avoidants don't early on.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yep. So, yes, I would leave her alone. Let her reflect on things. Let her make her own decisions. See what she wants to do in the future. And take it from there.
Yeah.
But I don't think you did anything wrong here.
I don't think so either, and I'm sorry it's been so hard for you.
Yeah. This would be a tough one to go through.
Right. Yeah.
So, hopefully this has been helpful to you and gives you a clearer picture on some of the things that go on with your ex that, there's their internal struggles that they're not often able to articulate with you.
Right. Yeah. It's not your fault. I don't want you to beat yourself up.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So if you want to get our help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching and I do Skype. Margaret, of course, is available for Skype coaching.
If you feel that I can be helpful, please sign up.
Just click on Margaret on the top of the website to do that. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And we will talk with you soon.